So if you guys have not noticed yet by the title or what is behind me right now, I'm gonna be talking about Narnia. So obviously, for Americans at least, The Chronicles of Narnia, The Voyage of the Dawn Treader comes out in 2 days because I have been anticipating this movie since I learned about the production of it in June. I'm really a big dork, and as I've explained before, I literally go from obsession to obsession, and Narnia was my big obsession this summer. I was going through old VHSs, and then I found The Chronicles of Narnia, The Lion, Witch, and the Wardrobe, the original animated one from the 70s where they're all wearing turtlenecks and flare pants. And then when I watched that, I was like, childhood! I want to watch the real Narnia, that's good. So then with my very first, I bought this. Yes. It's just a lovely movie. Everything about it. It just reminds me of childhood and adorableness and happiness, and everybody wants to live in Narnia. So I basically took over my sister's Netflix account and I watched The Prince Caspian and then kind of cooed at Ben Barnes' face. He's just a lovely person altogether, guys. Just saying. And then with like my third paycheck, I went out and I bought this. Well, definitely not as good as the first movie, but it's actually better than the book if you've ever read the book, because the book is literally them just walking around for about 100 pages trying to look for Prince Caspian. And then within the last 20 pages they finally find Prince Caspian, then the girls go running off with like a fawn or something like that, while the guys fight a war and then they come back. I finished reading the series and it made me really proud of myself because I have never really been able to finish reading book series too well. So that just made me really, really happy, and it's a really good series. I mean, the writing is really simple, but the concept of Narnia and everything like that, it's just so beautiful and archetypal and just everything lovely in the world. Let's get back to Voyage of the Dawn Treader. As I said before, ever since I figured out that they were making the movie, I've been trying to follow everything I possibly could. Probably one of my favorite sites is thelionscall.com, just because it's really simple. They don't have too much on it actually, but they do have quite a few Doctor Who dorks on there, and I really love it when they mash up Doctor Who and The Chronicles of Narnia. You should go see those comments on the website. See, they're so cute. And of course I've also been trying to like run around and look for all pictures and interviews and everything like that I could possibly get from the movie, and I've probably seen like half the movie just by all the movie clips I've seen. The way that they've like changed the storyline around, I mean, everybody knows that Susan and Peter are not supposed to be coming back to Narnia. And they're not supposed to be, because that would screw up the story altogether. Especially if you read the last book, you'd understand that. Read the books, guys. But from what they're saying, apparently the way they fit them into coming back to Narnia does not mess up the storyline at all, which doesn't make sense because that would totally mess up the storyline a lot. But I guess they could get away with that since they're stopping with The Voyage of the Dawn Treader and making the movies because everybody's getting too old. So another thing with the storyline that kind of gets me, and I don't really understand what they're doing with it necessarily, is instead of looking for the 7 Lords of Narnia that Miraz kicked out and sent off to sea, they're looking for the 7 Lords of Narnia's swords, which I don't really get at all. So I'm really kind of interested to see where they're going with this. I'm really, really excited, and I'm sorry if I've spoiled anything for you guys. I'm gonna be going dressed as Reapy Cheap, and I'm gonna have a tail, and I'm gonna have whiskers and a feather and a thick sword, and I'll be like, Warrior of Narnia! And I want to see if I can memorize the song that the Dryad sings to Baby Reapy Cheap. So I'm gonna go now, because I believe I have officially wasted plenty of your life right there. I'm really good at that. So bye-bye, YouTube. I'll see you soon, and Alonzi.